This broadcast is partnered by Venice AI. Have you ever thought about what an AI is doing with your chat history? Did you know that Alexa listens in to recommend products and Meta retargets us based on what we click? Most AI platforms like ChatGPT store everything you say and attach it to your identity. They even tend to share it with third parties or other unknown entities. One may ask themselves, why am I handing over my data so easily? That's when today's partners come in. Venice AI. Venice AI prioritizes privacy. It is a private, permissionless AI platform that keeps your data safe. As a creator, I personally use it to brainstorm video ideas, create thumbnails, and also use it to clean up any posts I put on social media. I'm not the best writer, so it's always good to have something to make sure what I write is understood and readable. So if you're ready to level up your experience and keep your privacy intact, you can sign up using my link, venice.ai/Alyx, to get 20% off its pro plan. So don't miss out. Level up your AI experience with Venice AI today. We are officially 3 weeks away from WrestleMania weekend live in Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. And I gotta say, compared to Monday Night Raw, excuse me as I get the lighting set a little bit better, this was a lot better. This past episode of Raw had me concerned. I came up here and I said, they need to pick it up. They gotta pick it up. I understand they're currently overseas, and so the mindset is, we're just here to entertain the foreign crowds. That's not a great excuse for the lackluster build. And to me, the build towards WrestleMania 41, outside of John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and maybe a few other matches, it's been lackluster. It hasn't felt like WrestleMania. It feels like every other pay-per-view. It doesn't feel like all the stories are converging on this one event. It just feels like another step for a longer storytelling conclusion. You get me? It feels like I don't know. It's going to be hard to explain.
The reason why The Rock is not a WrestleMania is because he is filming Fast and the Furious and it starts this May.
He's also doing reshoots. And I think I've talked about that before, but yes, he is caught up in the film schedule, and that apparently cost him his WrestleMania spot. I'm not too sure what the big details are on that. Maybe he'll explain later. But regardless, The Rock's not going to be here. And that did hurt the build-up for WrestleMania 41. And it is what it is. You can't do much about it. I just personally feel, this is just my personal opinion, we could agree or disagree. I just personally feel like they have the resources, they have the talent. We're just kind of coasting. It just kind of feels like, let's just get through WrestleMania. I should never feel that way when it comes to WrestleMania. It should feel like everything we're doing is for this event. All the build-up, filler shows throughout the year that we chose to hold off, the big moments, we're saving that for WrestleMania. And I'm kind of disappointed that 3 weeks out, we're kind of just coasting. But I will say this. I thought tonight's episode, well, not even tonight's episode because it happened last night. This episode of SmackDown gave me some, and I really mean some hype for the event. Namely 2 segments. The first one was Naomi's promo. That promo by Naomi was spectacular. Incredible promo. the best she's ever cut so far. The transformation from feel the glow to proceed with caution. Absolutely wild. Night and day. But all Naomi needed was a killer instinct. That's all she ever needed. And now that she has it, oh my goodness. Give her all the titles. I mean it. I was worried about Naomi when she came back from TNA. I was worried for a year there. I was like, I don't know. Maybe she should have stayed in TNA because this ain't it. She ain't popping. I'm happy she's making money. I'm happy that she's getting TV time. But you feel like she's been lacking something. It didn't feel like she mattered. Especially under Triple H. But since they turned her heel, since they revealed she was the one to attack Jade Cargill, and they gave her this new role, she's blown up. Dare I say, she's more interesting than Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Now, we all know this was supposed to lead to an eventual match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. We all see that, right? Okay. So I don't know what the plan was for Naomi after this. I hope it's changed. Because so far, and I mean this, she's one of the best things going into WrestleMania. This promo showed some of the best work I've seen in her entire career. The acting was immaculate. The tears, the intensity, the emotion, the facial expressions. I got Harley Quinn vibes. The music helped, by the way. And I don't even know what the full story is. Right now, we're left to believe that it was all Naomi that attacked Jade Cargill. That's what we're led to believe. It's all Naomi. Bianca had nothing to do with it. Rabbit hole talk. What if it was orchestrated by Naomi and Bianca Belair? Now, let's just go with that for a minute. Let's just say that Naomi, everything she's saying about me doing it for Bianca. I did everything for Bianca. I did it for The Rock. I did it for Bianca. And it comes out she wasn't lying. Everything she did was because Bianca told her to do it. Man, how sorry would you feel for Naomi? Not too much, because she still attacked Jade Cargill, but it was orchestrated by Bianca. She did it for Bianca. She took the fall for Bianca so she can look good. But think about that for a minute. Bianca orchestrated the attack. Naomi carried it out. Or once again, rabbit hole talk. What if it comes out that Naomi didn't attack Jade Cargill, but she said she did it. She said she did it to protect Bianca Belair. And then footage shows that Bianca attacked her. Oh man, the kind of character that would come from that, it would make Bianca the most hated female in the wrestling business, more than Charlotte Flair. But I'm thinking like the directions we can go in with this. Or we could just keep to the same direction as it is, and she's just Harley Quinn. She went absolutely crazy and wanted Bianca all to herself and couldn't have her. And so she went absolute dog shit crazy, batshit crazy, and just turned on Jade. I still say give her the championship. I better see a championship. Hey, we got 5 technically for the women's tag team titles. Now screw that. I want a singles belt. We got 4 of them. Give one of them to Naomi. One of them should be around Naomi's waist. And let her carry that shit for a year. Naomi is having the best run so far. So far. And I hope they capitalize on it. Don't feed her to Jade Cargill. I'm serious. Don't even think about feeding this to Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill will be fine without it. She doesn't need that when you're at WrestleMania. You can have Bianca come out and cost her. Or have, what are those 2 black chicks called? Black chicks. The girls that come from NXT. Metaphor? Have Metaphor come out and help her. You can protect Jade Cargill in a loss at WrestleMania. It is perfectly fine if Naomi wins at WrestleMania. And I hope she does win at WrestleMania. But you got something special here. You got something crazy in the works with Naomi, and I don't even think WWE expected it to be this good. I think they had every right to, they had it in their minds that Naomi was just an obstacle for Jade to go through to set up Jade versus Bianca, right? But now that Naomi is basically taking the forefront as the most interesting character in the women's division right now, they need to pivot. They need to pivot. I would give Naomi the belt. Let Naomi be that chaos agent that completely wrecks the entire women's division. No offense to Tiffany Stratton. No offense to Charlotte Flair. No offense to, I love Chelsea Green. No offense to Chelsea Green. Naomi is the one. I'm all in. I'm all in. So Naomi should beat Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, with help, of course, protect Jade, and then send Naomi out to the championship. I'm sorry. I know y'all love you some Tiffany Stratton. I like her too. No, Naomi. Naomi needs to be here for the title. Hopefully, this is what I think will happen. I'm thinking Charlotte beats Tiffany at WrestleMania, and then we have Naomi beat Charlotte. They might have Tiffany win, and then we do heel Naomi versus Tiffany. In that case, Naomi should beat Tiffany. I'm ready for it. Whatever they decide to do, you got my full attention. I didn't think this is what they had planned. I don't even think this is what they had planned. They don't even think that this is what they had planned. I think they just thought Naomi would just be another body for Jade. And they found out that, oh my God, she's a diamond in the rough. Let's go. Women's Championship. I got someone saying, why rush it? No, capitalize on it. Naomi's been here for over a year. This isn't rushing anything. I think they need to give her the belt. For real. So, let's see what they do. She's that woman right now. Someone said she's that bitch. Yes, she is that bitch right now. Other stuff to talk about. Rey Fenix is on his way next week. Not this week, but next week. Excited about that. And that closing segment. I was going to call it the main event, but although it is the main event for WrestleMania. The closing segment with CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. First off, big congratulations to Roman Reigns. He will be main eventing. What is main eventing? He will be main eventing his 9th WrestleMania. This will total 10 WrestleMania main event matches. He officially surpasses Hulk Hogan for WrestleManias where he's main evented. Congratulations. I'm pretty sure that makes a lot of you, if not all of you, happy. That the streak is over! Hulk Hogan had 8 WrestleManias where he main evented. 8 main events at a WrestleMania. Now, some of you are going, well, didn't he break it last year? No, he didn't. He tied it last year. Because although he had 2 main events last year, unfortunately, it was on 1 WrestleMania. So that counts as 1 WrestleMania. He will break Hulk Hogan's 8 WrestleMania streak with his 9th main event in 3 weeks. I'm happy for Roman. People will hate the fact that he's breaking, or he is about to break, Hulk Hogan's record. I don't care. Hulk Hogan destroyed his legacy. Hulk Hogan could have been the Babe Ruth of professional wrestling. He chose to be one of the worst things about it, unfortunately. And that is his legacy. So, the main thing about this closing segment wasn't just the fact that Roman is main eventing his 9th WrestleMania. It was the fact that CM Punk is going to main event his first. Now, let me put this into perspective for you. To all the people who are wondering, why is this such a big deal that CM Punk is going to main event WrestleMania? It's just a spot, right? Like, who really cares what spot you are on WrestleMania. You're just on WrestleMania. You get me? Like, it's WrestleMania. Who cares? Well, it's important that you know that this is everything that CM Punk has spent his entire career on. Everything about the CM Punk character revolves around the main event, the closing match, the main attraction of WrestleMania. This man has been wrestling since 1999. 1999. 26 years. He's won every world championship and every major promotion, Ring of Honor, AEW, WWE, so on and so forth. He's fought and beaten some of the best names, from John Cena to The Undertaker and others, just to name a few. And he's done it all. He's done it all for one reason. Not just to be on WrestleMania, but to be the main event on the grandest stage of them all. That's why he's called himself the best in the world. That's the entire reason of calling himself the best in the world. For over a decade, he called himself that. That's also why he's been so disillusioned with the business. That's why he left for 10 years, WWE at least. Because they never valued him. Despite everything he gave, the blood, sweat, and tears that he poured into wrestling, they never valued him enough to give him the main event of WrestleMania. So, when you have Paul Heyman, the same Paul Heyman, from day one, being the only man from day one that believed in CM Punk to main event WrestleMania, when you have Paul Heyman come out during a contract signing and tell CM Punk, you are finally going to get your WrestleMania main event for the first time in your illustrious career. How does that not tug on your heartstrings? How do you not think that is a beautiful, beautiful segment? I thought, for me, for the life of me, that ending on SmackDown, that's the shit I need to see for WrestleMania. That was beautiful. Oh, what a segment. Of course, you had Seth Rollins out there losing his shit, saying he doesn't deserve it. Perfect reaction by Seth Rollins. But also, what I love about this is that Roman thought, oh, there you go. There's your favor. There's your favor. And then CM Punk said, that's not the favor, bitch. So it's like, holy crap. It wasn't even about just the main event. It's something else. What else could the favor be? What we got on SmackDown with the Naomi promo and then the closing segment, that's what I want to see more of. That, my friends, is what I need to see more of when it comes to the build-up for WrestleMania. So by default, this was better than Raw because of those two segments. Everything else? It was just kind of there. Wasn't terrible. But I didn't care. I'm being completely transparent with you. SmackDown, first off, I cannot wait for it to go 2 hours because the 3 hours ain't it. It's a slug. It is a drag to get through 3 hours with SmackDown. And so I'm hoping when it goes back to 2 hours, and it will this summer, it improves the quality altogether. Because, dear Christ almighty, is it hard to watch. It's hard to sit through. But there were some things about the show that I thought were at least noteworthy and worth talking about. But outside of Naomi's promo, which you have to go watch if you haven't. Most of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But dear God almighty, if you have not seen this Naomi, I would even tell you, don't do it right now. But when I start advertising and actually do the shout outs and stuff, pull it up on your phone, watch it, and come right back. And I'll start the advertising in just a minute here. For real, go watch it if you haven't in just a second. But outside of that and the closing segment, yeah, it's just another, I won't even say filler, just lackluster episode. It doesn't feel like we're in WrestleMania mode yet. So I'm hoping these next 3 weeks, as in Monday, boom, hit the ground running. I want to see WrestleMania hype. And hopefully we'll get it. This was better than Raw. I was able to sit through it and not want to fast forward for the most part. They did some good things with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. They hyped up Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I'll have a lot to say about that. And Cody Rhodes didn't really do much except go out there and let the crowd sing to him. I think that's also why I like this show. Because London is a great crowd, and London just made the show feel a lot more better than really it had every right to be. So, imagine having this show in America. Oh, goodness gracious. Terrible. So, and before I forget, thank you for bringing this up, Trey. We have a new ring announcer. Since Lillian Garcia retired, or is no longer doing full-time work for WWE, she will be here for Saturday Night's main event. And only Saturday Night's main event. They have a new announcer, male announcer. His name is Mark Nash. Between you and me, awesome pickup. Love his energy. Love the intensity in his voice. He's exactly what WWE needs. Now, is he on the level of a Justin Roberts? Not yet. I think he can get there. He's not Howard the Fink. He's not Samantha, but he's pretty good. And I think over time, once he really gets used to his job, you are going to see this man do some great things. But welcome, Mr. Nash. That's not even his full name. What is his real name? Y'all tell me his real name below. But yeah, I think he's great. All right, guys, let me go ahead and move things along. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Saturday afternoon for my Smackdown review. So if you guys will do all the things, and then we'll go ahead and get things started. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review. Past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, where I am the chickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? To join the club, get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot off the press! Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get your new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the Dan. Expand the Dan. Expand the brand. Today, right here in Alex's World. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. You know what to do. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nice and Firestar Heart. Elias Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Khalil does everything. Highway Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno Enigma, and of course Big MGM. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video, because the more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Also, if you're on X watching me, please be sure you repost and you hit the heart. You will also boost the algorithm for me on there and get more views to come in and chat with y'all. I see those super chats waiting in the wing. Let's play these super chats before we get to this SmackDown review and, of course, your shout-outs.
I see 3 AEW wrestlers getting championships.
3? Who are they? I mean, are you talking about like Rey Fenix and Jade Cargill and who are they? I'm curious.
Will Rey Fenix have a match at WrestleMania 41? Who do you want Rey Fenix have a match at WrestleMania 41?
Probably not. I think they're going to have him wrestle on SmackDown. I think they're going to slowly integrate him, there it is, into the roster, and then build him up for a WrestleMania match. Probably next year? We'll see. It's a good question, though. Excited to see him.
Naomi needs to get rewarded for this work. Ms. MITB.
Oh, Mrs. Money in the Bank. I'm actually okay with that. I actually like that idea. I appreciate that, Mr. Buck's Basement. Look at you. Bringing the good ideas to the forefront. Maybe you should be a creative writer. Psych. We both know me and you are too critical to be creative writers.
Jade's getting new friends, then Meta Girls, Naomi.
Yep, Meta Girls. That's what I was thinking too. We'll see. Bianca, you could tell Bianca is slowly but surely going heel too. And this feud with Rhea and Io Sky, she feels like the heel. So we'll see what they do with that one.
Imagine CM Punk's favor is for Paul Heyman to be his advocate once again.
Wow. I was thinking about that too. Maybe the favor is Paul Heyman leaves Roman Reigns. That would be the end of an era. That would literally be the end of, well, everything we've been seeing about heel Roman Reigns. So, Roman would be by himself without Paul Heyman. Shit. Without a wise man. That would be nuts.
When CM Punk found out by Heyman that he will finally main event WrestleMania in his career, I feel like WWE gave me their best 26th B-Day gift ever.
Well, happy birthday, first off, Ronwell Nogales. But yeah, that was a very emotional, very heartwarming segment that I cannot wait to talk about. Good for Punk, he earned it. Shout-outs, who's here? I see Trey Lasado, Axel, it's a Haskell? Interesting name. Fly Guy 1, Sean Swaby. Baby! Good to have you here. JJ, who let the dogs out? JJ Bulldog. I see not JPEG, Aaron Teagle. Let's scroll down a little bit. Love Girl 788, she donated earlier. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for that. Let me see here. Thanos was right. Interesting name. Let me see. Jordan Galam, Sam Peeboon. Rambeezy, the Great. 316 MMA. Interesting name. Interesting names. Chris Wrestling Views. Good to have you here, Chris Wrestling Views. K11 Fight. Is it Flight Right? K11 Flight Right. Rue Punk. Good to have you here. Eddie Lamb Music. The Music Man. I'm still standing. Yeah. Eddie Lamb Music. Bro, that's gonna be your tagline. You like that? The Music Man. I'm still standing. Yeah. Eddie Lamb Music. Hopefully you like it, because that's your tagline now. I like singing that song. Gerard Redondo. We get a lot of people. Shadow Star. I'm skipping a lot. I'm so sorry, y'all. Just want to be sure that I don't miss anybody. Last one's gonna go to... There's a lot of people. Aaron? Aaron with an E. Aaron with an E. Alright. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please continue to interact with each other, and let's keep the conversation going. But don't say your name is not because I hate you. I do want to go ahead and get to this broadcast because I'm hungry. And I want to go eat after this. So, we can all agree that when it comes to Friday Night SmackDown, layeth was SmackDown on all their candy asses. Uh-oh.
Since the crowd is slowly starting to turn on Bianca, imagine when she goes heel. She will get that Dominic Mysterio heat where the crowd will not let her speak.
Ooh, like the New Day got? Oh, I like that. By the way, Dayton, you're over here with these sweet-ass donations. I appreciate that, bro. For real. Will you be competing for one of the titles at WrestleMania? Just a quick reminder that both Super Chat Championships will be on the line WrestleMania weekend. So reminder, the Friday Night SmackDown before WrestleMania weekend, Corp CA will be putting on his world title on SmackDown. Night 1, we will see the International Championship defended by Ronwell Nagales. And then once again, the World Super Chat title will be on the line Night 2 of WrestleMania. So if you take the title from Corp CA on Friday Night SmackDown, you'll have to defend it once again that Sunday. Something to think about. Now, as I was saying, let's go ahead and get to these thoughts on SmackDown. As I said before, the crowd was incredible. The crowd, to me, helped make this show. When you have a foreign, especially a London crowd like this, it's hard to not get into the show. I thought everything that they did got a big reaction and felt more special because of the crowd. They were live in the O2 Arena, London, England, sold out. And who better to open up the show than with Adrenaline in my soul, something, something, Cody Rhodes, whoa! Cody Rhodes opens up the show, and they would not let him talk. Nah, I'm serious. The crowd was serenading him with Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. And they just song and song and song, and every 5 seconds, he couldn't get a word out. Incredible reaction. Look, I have been very critical of Cody Rhodes and his booking in WWE over the last few years. I'm not going to be the guy to come up here and say he didn't deserve this. He has earned every ounce of love he got tonight, and I'm happy he experienced that. Congratulations, Cody. Seriously, he has earned all the respect and love and adulation that he's getting from these crowds, especially the foreign crowds. So Randy Orton comes out, and then they started singing for Randy Orton, RKO, and still Cody Rhodes. But Randy basically ran down Cody Rhodes' return to WWE, the struggle that he went through, talking about how he hated working on events, went to AEW, built his own identity and the competition against WWE, came back, and now he's the face of WWE. And he said he did all that by himself, and he's proud of him. And that he's going to go to WrestleMania and whoop John Cena's ass. Right? And then Drew McIntyre came out, and once again, the crowd popped for, of course, Drew McIntyre. UK's on Drew McIntyre. Oh, Drew McIntyre. Here we fucking go! I love that chant, by the way. But he essentially went out there and got in Randy Orton's face, and then they had a match. So there you go. Opening segment was great because of the crowd's reaction for Cody. But, yeah, outside of that, pretty deadly! Had a really good match. Surprisingly good match with the Street Profits. I am so happy. No offense to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, but I am so happy we got the belts on the Street Profits. They feel a lot more special with those belts. I'm sorry. I don't know what it was about DIY, but they wasn't hitting. I'm a big fan of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Don't get me wrong. But I wasn't feeling DIY. I'm sorry. Sorry to say, but I was not feeling DIY. Something was off about them. Something wasn't hitting. They was lacking some of that seasoning. This unseasoned chicken. We need y'all to put some sauce on that. DIY, Johnny. Anyways, this match between Pretty Deadly and the Street Profits was surprisingly good. And the crowd did help. The crowd getting into it really made it feel a lot better than probably had every right to be. Loved the Blockbuster Doomsday Device finisher. That's one of those moves. One of the many moves that when it's hit, I'm very upset that people kick out of. That's a move that when it's hit, it should be the end of it. Like, seriously, that should be a finisher for everybody. After that, I believe, was the announcement that WrestleMania is inducting matches into the Hall of Fame now. And the first match, what has to be the first match? Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart from WrestleMania 13. Absolutely. Absolutely. Arguably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Perhaps the greatest match of all time. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Complaining your mamas. The fact that that match isn't a 10-star match on Dave Meltzer's scale upsets me. Dagnabbit. I'm kidding, but yes. That has to be the first match. The next match, I'm sorry. The next match has to be Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I'm not, no. Taker and Shawn next year. Hogan, Andre, it can wait. Okay, Hogan needs to apologize anyways. So next year, Shawn and Taker, right? 25. Not 26, 25. What about Rock Hogan can wait. Anyways, yes, Austin and Bret are going to be at the Hall of Fame to talk about it. So that's great. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter took on the Secret Hervis. Love me some Chelsea Green, man. Alba Fire and Piper Niven are called the Secret Hervis. And this match was a match. It ended with Secret Hervis pinning Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And then, oh Jesus Christ almighty. Guys, come get your girl. Come get Zelina Vega. Because she's getting her ass kicked every week. This isn't helping. And her theme song is dog shit. I missed her old theme song. The dun 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 dun. What happened to that theme song? That was CFO Money, but this new one is garbage. Not garbage, but garbage. And so she comes out with this boring ass dog shit theme song and gets her ass kicked. What are we doing? What y'all doing to Zelina? Why'd y'all do that to Zelina for? I don't like it. I like Zelina. I love Zelina. I hate the fact that you're doing this to her. Why'd y'all give her that terrible ass theme song? Why? Next up is, everyone say his name with me. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Taking on Braun Strowman. It basically ends up with Braun Strowman winning by DQ because the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob fought too. I can't do it right. There it is. Got it. He came out and attacked Braun Strowman, so he wins by DQ. US title stays with LA Knight. Yeah. Please don't do another multi-man match. Please don't do another multi-man match. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't you do it. So Jacob Fatu will probably end up taking on Braun Strowman. The last man standing match next week. Is it next week? It's gotta be some time before WrestleMania. And then we will see, I'm hoping LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Or Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. We'll find out what we're gonna do. But it's feeling like yet another multi-man match. Can we not? But yeah, it's probably going to lead to Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight at WrestleMania, which it should. That would be great. And maybe you should get the belt to Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I mean. By the way, I love the crowd chanting, ole, 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 ole. Fatu. Fatu. That's a great name. That's a great chant. Ole, 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 ole. Fatu. Fatu. I like it.
It looks like Zelina is getting a tittle push for Mania. She def deserves it.
Zelina, why not Mi-Chan? I think Mi-Chan probably should have got that, but Mi-Chan was too busy getting her ass whooped. And I mean, whooped by Charlotte. Big Jim gets an interview talking about how he's gonna whoop Gunther's bahoonies. Not booty or ass, but bahoonies. And then he runs into Mellow Miz. Miz is all like, you, Jim, and your brother Jay are side characters. You're not a main character. And then Jimmy said, bitch, what you say? Anime? Pulled a Ike Turner on him. Anime? What you say, anime? Pulled a Jesse Jackson. Boy out of. And Miz said, ah! Ah! He did the high pitch. Ah! He didn't really do that. He might as well have. Jimmy said, I'm gonna whoop that ass. Yeet! Is this when we got the Naomi promo? Please say it is. It is! Okay, let me set the scene for you. We get Naomi in like this dark warehouse. And you see her with the caution gear on. She's covered in caution. Yes, like Owen Hart, but all over her body. She starts talking about how she's always been a woman to do the right thing. And what makes Bianca think her attack on Jade Cargill was anything but her doing the right thing. What really breaks her heart is that she sacrificed all that she sacrificed only to be made out to be the bad one in that situation. How does Jade come in out of nowhere and take her spot? She asked Bianca, why don't you want me? She didn't say that part. She said, who has inspired you? And always had her back from day one. She's learned through all this that you teach people how to treat you. And she's done with being treated like a third wheel. Underutilized and underappreciated. And this is the best part of the entire promo. That woman said, so moving forward, she did the fingers. She said, so moving forward, that's how you know she was serious. Her message to Jade is if she continues to be in her way, then I strongly advise you to proceed with caution. Ooh! Ooh, that catchphrase is dope! Ooh, she worked that catchphrase, did she not? She went from feel the glow, which was, let's be real, that's been kind of corny, but we let it go because it's Naomi. Right? We let it go because it's like, well, we love Naomi, so we'll let it sit. But she went from that lame, corny, cartoonish gimmick to proceed with caution. Oh, that killer instinct. Props to the killer instinct. So much better as a character. I was blown away by how good this was. And I said it at the beginning of the stream. I'll say it here. Give her all the belts. Give her all the belts. I don't care who the fuck you had planned to be women's champ. Tiffany Stratton? Nope. Charlotte Flair? Nope. Jay can go to Raw to fight with Bianca. If she stays on SmackDown? Nope. Naomi. Naomi needs to be women's champ. Proceed with caution. I'm curious to know what her theme song's gonna be. I hope it's not some trashy thing like what Zelina had. I really hate Zelina's theme song. It's fucking booty cheeks. Please be good. Def Rebel, look. Don't be Def Rebel. Be CFO Money. Be Jim Johnson. Please be good. Don't give her a crappy ass theme song like you did Zelina Vega. Jade Cargill's backstage. She's all like, "Hey, when I see Naomi, it's on sight." And then she walks into B-Fab and Michan. And they all like, "We on your side." And I said, "You are dumb for saying that." And long and behold, guess what happens? They get inside the ring, and Naomi whoops that ass. Makes an example out of them. That's what they get. Why would you tell Jade Cargill that she was the right one when you got a psychopath and Naomi just waiting for a reason to whoop that ass? Which is what they did. Got to the ring, Naomi took out B-Fab and took out Michan, and then Jay ran out there for Naomi to go, "Nye. Get the fuck out." And that was it. And then Charlotte came out and said, "Ooh, fresh meat." Come on, Miss Churchable for Matilda. Who here has seen Matilda? Anyways, yes. You see Charlotte go out there, and despite getting attacked, Micha and her have a competitive match. And then Charlotte makes her tap out, because why not? It's Charlotte Flair. You know better. And then afterwards, we see Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tiffany Stratton on the microphone. Why? Why did you do that? Tiffany Stratton, and I'm not joking you, said, "I have nothing to lose." I said, "Bitch, what the fuck is that on your shoulder? How you gonna cut a promo saying, I have, like, nothing to lose? I have, like, nothing to lose." I'm like, you have everything to lose. You're champion. What the fuck? This promo was bad. And then she's gonna say, "Well, if Charlotte beats me at WrestleMania, she beat a rookie who's also the women's champion, Tiffany." And she's like, "But if I beat you, how's it gonna feel to know that you lost to a rookie?" Yeah. I'm like, "That's great, Tiffany, but you're not a rookie anymore. You're the women's champion!" God! Stop giving her a microphone. She sucks. Tiffany sucks at talking. That is like her one thing. She is excellent inside the ring. She is fine. She's a looker. I can look at her all day. But the moment you put a microphone in front of her face, it's like all of that goes out the window because she can't talk. She sucks. Charlotte ate her alive last week. Absolutely destroyed. Charlotte Flair ate her alive in a promo segment. Charlotte Flair. When have you ever known Charlotte Flair to eat someone up on the microphone? Doggone it. She sucks in the microphone. Tiffany, get better. "Oh, I have nothing to lose." What is this thing on my shoulder? "Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it." Give the belt to Naomi. Give it to Naomi. Give it to Naomi. Yes, 3 Diglets. Give it to Naomi. Hi, by the way. 3 Diglets came here and said, "No, Tiffany doesn't suck." Oh, what the hell was that promo? 3 Diglets? What was that promo? I'm waiting, sir. I'm looking at you sideways right now. Hold up. I'm looking at you sideways. What you talking about, Willis? We got people saying she isn't bad on the microphone. We disagree. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. It was fine. KO came out to help Drew beat him with a kick to the face. Claymore kick. And then KO was gonna pile drive Orton on the table, and then Orton said, "Psych!" And then goes to punt him. So they're still building up for the punt. Sure. Can I just take a second and talk about the fact that Kevin Owens doesn't feel as special now than he did literally a month ago. During that section before, okay, tell you what, I feel like Kevin Owens from the heel turn after Bad Blood all the way to Chamber might have been one of, if not his best run in WWE on the main roster. All of the things that he's done within that period of time has been spectacular. And it's like after Chamber, all he's done is run like a little bitch. And I hate it. Like, I want him to go back to cutting those promos at home on his phone. I want those promos again. This Kevin Owens is a chicken shit heel. I don't like it. I don't like it. But we know he's going to lose to Randy Orton and get his head kicked in, so. Big Jim took on The Miz, and he beat him. That's about it. And then Drew McIntyre, one of the best parts of the night, Drew McIntyre is cutting a promo, goes, here we, because he beat Randy Orton. And then he says, I am going to beat the piss out of Damian Priest. And then he does a little salute, goes to open the door. Guess who's standing there? Your mama. No, it's Damian Priest. And he whoops his ass. And then he takes him over to a car. And then he drops him on a wheelchair. He drops him on the windshield. And now the question you're going to ask is, was it real glass? Well, it was real glass. Cry me a river. The best part of this entire reference, you see Drew McIntyre on the windshield, right? Broken. CM Punk is walking by with security. He looks over. They pan out. And then you see CM Punk staring at Drew McIntyre on a broken windshield for like a good 10 seconds. And I swear to God, you see him say real glass. I mean, why not just come out and say, All Elite, suck it! Suck it, Tony Khan! I love the reference. I love it. It's just, how obvious can you be? Like, at this point, you might as well just be like, Tony, suck my... You know what I mean. Like, hey, Tony, eat a fat one. Anyways, is next the main event, the closing segment? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is closing segment. So, the contract signing. You open up with Roman Reigns. Big pop for Roman. And they're singing Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. And then as the crowd is singing it, you see Paul Heyman on his knees singing it too. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. And then Roman put the microphone in Heyman's face because he didn't expect it. And then Heyman was like, what the fuck? You could tell he was like, what the fuck? And then when he picked up on it, he just belted it out. Roman Reigns. I was like, Heyman got some pipes. And I just thought that was funny. That was funny. And then what made it funnier is that you see Seth Rollins come out and the crowd is singing his song. And then Seth gets into the ring and then gives the microphone to Heyman for him to sing, and Heyman's just like, bitch, what the fuck you think I am? I ain't your fucking toy. Do I look like I got a wind up on my back, bitch? Heyman's just like, I will kill you. I will eviscerate every fiber of your soul. Get that fucking mic out of my face. That was great. Okay, Roman comes out. I'm the tribal chief. Yada. I signed it. He signs it. Seth comes out, and Seth is like, hey, Roman. Understand something. I hate your ass, but I hate CM Punk more. We gotta take him out. Okay? Okay? We gotta take him out. Okay? And Roman's like, bitch, I don't like you. I don't want to help you do shit. I'm whipping both your asses at WrestleMania. I ain't gonna help you do nothing. Nah. Not nothing, but nothing. And then CM Punk came out. Crowd song again. Look in my eyes. What do you see? This backhand about to come over your face. Anyways, CM Punk gets inside the ring, and then he does his best Roddy Piper reference. He goes, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Sits down, goes to sign, but then he's looking over the contract. Looking, and still looking. Roman goes, hey, Punk, the signature is on page 5. Oh my God, what a fucking loser. Heyman, help him out. Paul Heyman goes over to CM Punk. And he looks at him and says, so, Punk, just so we're clear, I know what you're looking for. It's in there. And we're like, oh, the favor. It's the favor. And Punk said, what you mean? And you can tell him getting teary-eyed. And Paul Heyman said, you are going to close night 1 for the first time in your career in the main event of WrestleMania. Crowd lost their minds. Heyman is in tears. Punk is in tears. Punk starts crying. Because this is an emotional moment. Everything that he's done has to do with being in the main event of WrestleMania. And so when he said that, he goes, everything that you've done has been for this. You now get to live out your dream in the main event of WrestleMania. And then he kisses Punk. Rollins is furious. He is steaming mad. You don't deserve it. You haven't earned it. Why him? Why him? And Roman Reigns is like, hey. I did it for you. Hey. Another man's dream is another man's favor. You're welcome. Now acknowledge me. Acknowledge your tribal chief. Get on your fucking knees, Punk, and acknowledge me. And you can tell Roman was acting a bit heelish, though, on purpose. Then CM Punk got on his knees and said, all right, okay. Thank you, Roman. Thank you, Roman Reigns, for letting me be in the main event. And just so we're clear, that wasn't the favor. And then he dropped the mic and walked out. And I went, oh, shit. What the fuck is the favor then? And that's how we ended SmackDown. Beautiful. Beautiful ending. Again, Naomi's promo, the ending segment, great. Awesome stuff. The rest of SmackDown, Take it or leave it. It wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't something that I would go back and watch again. Overall, look, it was better than Raw. And I would consider it solid at best, but the 3 hours, Jesus Christ. I can't sit through 3 hours of SmackDown. I cannot wait for it to go back to being 2 hours, because, dear God, does it need to. But that's just my opinion. Give me your grades, give me your scores in the live chat, and let me know how you feel about it.
Naomi makes a good baby face, but I forgot how much of a beast she is as a heel.
Look, she was pretty good as a heel in 2015. I didn't think she would ever be this good. This is incredible work. I'm telling you, throw the belt on her. Proceed with caution. You saw how she said caution? It wasn't caution. She said caution. She whispered that shit aggressively. Caution.
Will you talk about the fate of Mariah May and Saraya after their AEW contract expiration date?
So, Saraya already announced that she's leaving. So, she's out the door. Mariah May, I don't know yet. So, I won't say anything yet about Mariah May. Saraya, though, I'm going to wait to see what she does, but I have a feeling that she's returning to WWE. But yeah, we'll talk about that really quickly. Yes, Saraya did, in fact, announce that she is leaving AEW, and she will be a free agent soon. Is she coming back to WWE? Let's see. If they're not going to let her wrestle, what's the point? No, for real, like, if she's not going to wrestle, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I do think she is coming back. Well, we'll see. Where is she going to fit in, though? If you bring her back, where do you put her? Do we put her on Raw? Although Rhea Ripley could use some opponents. Raw could use her, but SmackDown, Jesus Christ, SmackDown could use some help too. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all let me know where you want Paige to be. You have the floor. Give me your grades. Give me your scores. Game Shock says, what if Saraya goes to TNA? She could. That would be weird though. She's going to back. I think she'll go back to she'll go back to being Paige in WWE. Joe Arredondo gives the show a 10 out of 10. Oh wow. Look at these scores. 10 out of 10. Trey Losado gives it a 9 out of 10. Dylan Danger gave it a 7 out of 10. Game Shock gives it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, people really like the show. Damn. I respect it. Ultra Shadow 97 says, I'm thinking the favorite will be a future WWE title match down the line. Punk versus Cena. Yo! Let's do it! Punk versus Cena? And see, I'm hoping Cena cuts the promo on Cody Rhodes I know he can cut. Let's see here. 316 MMA. I think Paul Levesque needs a title. Excuse me. I think Paul Levesque needs a little help with his booking. Maybe from somebody with more experience. I don't even think he needs help. I think Triple H needs to refine his booking a little bit more because he's so concerned with long-term booking that he's sacrificing momentary.
This is a bit unrelated to SmackDown, but Rhea is starting to look a bit silly cause first she was blaming herself for her title's loss, and all of a sudden she blames Bianca and tries to force herself in the title match.
Yeah, she looks silly because Io Sky pinned her. You're absolutely right. I'm not quite invested in their feud just yet because it's kind of all over the place. But once they settle on Bianca being a heel, I might get more invested in it because they're getting ready to turn her that. But you're absolutely right. I agree with what you mean. What was I saying? I agree with what you were saying. And yeah, Triple H. It's not that he needs help. He just needs to refine his booking a little bit. Like he doesn't need to wait so long to blow off stories. You can today Junior it a little bit more. If John Cena wins, Triple H might retire the WWE Championship as a whole to create a new world title. I hope so. And I hope John Cena brings back the spinner belt. A shout star. Even though NXT Tiffany wasn't great on the mic, she's just not good on the microphone. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Who here, and I mean this, who here believes Tiffany Stratton is good on the microphone? And tell me why. Tell me why. She's great inside the ring. And she fine. She's a looker. I'm asking, why do you think she's good on the microphone? Let me see. Let me see someone defend her. Someone said Tiffany tried her best. I didn't say she didn't try her best. I said, was she good on the microphone? Because let me tell you something. If Charlotte Flair had come out and said, I got nothing to lose when she's women's champ, you would be like, that's a fucking horrible line, right? I'm just saying. Take everything Tiffany said and give it to someone else. It was a bad promo. Someone said go back to NXT. Her promo skills? Probably. Nathaniel Crenshaw. Hey, Alex, do you want to see Cope in Cage versus FTR? Great goddamn match, by the way.
Tiffany's mic skills is bad cause the writers be having her say it's TFFY time every 2 minutes.
And toodles! Toodles! Ugh. Got her saying toodles! I don't know. I mean, maybe I am being too hard on Tiffany. Am I being too hard on Tiffany? Or am I holding her to the standard of being a women's champion? If you were going to give her the belt, she should be meeting the standard. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm a little bit concerned about Aleister Black's vignette because it got me interested. Yeah, Aleister Black. I'm excited to see what they do with him. Alundra Blaze as Tiffany's mouthpiece. Ooh, would be better. Alundra Blaze? I like it. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this Saturday afternoon. I'm hungry, so I'm going to go eat. And you guys will see me again on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And you'll also see me on Wednesday for AEW as we preview, what is it called? AEW Dynasty next Sunday. Yes, that pay-per-view is happening next Sunday. So, look forward to that. And until then, thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. As you file out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click the bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. Oh, wait.
Internet wild. They will say Stratton's mic skills are bad but support the work that Rhea does, or Priest. Rhea has bad FC King mic skills. I could make a compilation of all the times she stumbled over her words on the mic.
What do y'all think about that super chat? We can stay here for a little bit longer since this Three Diglets has joined in on the conversation. So what do you think about what he said? Do you believe him? Do you believe that, okay, we are letting people slide, Rhea, Priest, others who are terrible, but then we want to hold Tiffany to a higher standard, which is what he's saying. He's calling it a double standard. Oh, but you let these other people slide, they're bad too. If you're going to give Tiffany a hard time, give them a hard time as well. What y'all think? Like, I'm serious. Like, especially since, you know, I am someone that is admittedly hard on Tiffany. Because, to be fair, for my sake, everybody that's been watching me, I have been saying Tiffany is great inside the ring. She's a looker, she's cute, but she's lacking microphone skills. And her personality and her character hasn't always been great. Hand over heart. I've always been saying that, so I've been consistent there. Now, to answer this super chat, do I think Rhea's microphone skills are bad? I mean, not really. I'm not saying she's, dare I say, The Rock or CM Punk. And yes, she does stumble. Damian Priest stumbles a lot more than Rhea. I'll give you that. I don't know.
I agree Rhea and Priest aren't the best on the mic either and need a bit of work themselves.
See, I don't know. Tell you what, Three Diglets, make that compilation, let me see it. Make that compilation, let me see it, because I don't know. I don't really think Rhea is like terrible or bad on the microphone. She's not great, I'll give you that. But I see what Three Diglets is saying. Three Diglets is saying, like, look, motherfuckers, don't be coming after Tiffany about her microphone skills. We got all these other terrible, sucky microphone people in the microphone who are terrible as well. If you gonna pump up Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest and say they just shit, be willing to call out be willing to let it slide with Tiffany. Otherwise, give that same energy to Tiffany to Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest.
Just play closer to Rhea and hold her to the same standard. As far as Charlotte goes, she needed a little extra oomph to win that battle. Interrupting her, devaluing the cash-ins as a whole. Heel Stratton would have gotten multiple shots in.
That I agree with you. That's fair. That's fair. I'll agree with you on that aspect. Yeah, they let Charlotte run all over Tiffany. They let Charlotte run all over Tiffany. So you feel like... So Three Niggas is essentially saying that Tiffany can talk. Tiffany does have the ability to deliver good promos. Or at least adequate promos. And we are misjudging her as an overall promoist based off of a few things. Like that promo with Charlotte. I mean, you could be right. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're wrong. Three Niggas believes Stratton is above average. Above average? Okay. So, okay, let me ask you this, Three Diglets. And there's a reason why I'm debating with Three Diglets. I like this. So what you're saying is, Three Diglets, is Tiffany Stratton is miscast. How about this? So it's not necessarily her microphone skills. It's the fact that she's playing a role that doesn't fit her. So when I hear her cut the promo that she cut on Friday, which again, I'm gonna sit here and say I didn't like it. It's not. We can admit that okay, that promo could be better. It's not the fact that she's a bad promoist. It's the fact that the role that she's in doesn't fit her. Okay, so Three Niggas say exactly similar to Flair in the past. When has Flair been this sassy as a face? Right. So you're saying that, like Charlotte Flair, she was terrible as a babyface, which I agree. You think Tiffany is the exact same way. Tiffany Stratton is terrible as a babyface, and she should go back to being a heel. Like Tiffany as a heel. Okay. Okay, well that's different. That's a lot different. I can agree with that. And you know what? Maybe I would need to see Tiffany Stratton as a heel more. To buy her. To buy her in that role.
It's not really her fault, it's the writer's fault for writing a cringe script for her.
I mean, yeah, like, anybody that says, and I'm sorry, we can sit here all day and debate whether Tiffany is good on a microphone, but just sucks as a babyface, or is not good as a babyface. But anybody that has to come out with a championship on their shoulder and say what she said, which was, hey, I got nothing to lose. And if you beat me, you bit a rookie. Like that's stupid. Like, it's terrible writing. I'm sorry. It's just a bad promo. It's a bad promo. Now, what I would do is, if the problem is Tiffany Stratton being a babyface, and you need to turn her heel, right? That's what she does best, is a heel. Maybe we should get her an opponent where she can come across naturally as a heel. Because right now, the fans love her too much. They love her too much to turn her heel. Well, no, it wasn't that she was thrown into being a babyface, Manny. She was... How about this? Remember who she cashed in on. She cashed in on Nia Jax. So maybe it was just the people she was around. Naturally speaking, you got Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair. And you got Tiffany Stratton. Who are you going to cheer for? I'm just saying. So we got to find some likable baby faces that can make fans want to see them beat a Tiffany Stratton. Does that make sense? But yeah, okay, we can put that on the writers. That's fair. Whether it's the writer's fault, whether it's Tiffany's delivery, maybe it was a combination of both. I stand by what I say. I thought the promo that Tiffany cut was bad. Does that equate to her being a bad promoist? Does that equate to her not being able to talk? No. Maybe Three Diglets is right. Maybe Three Diglets is just simply saying, I'm not saying the promo, because that's not what you're saying. You're not saying that the promo wasn't bad. You can at least agree that that wasn't a good promo, Three Diglets, right? You're not saying the promo wasn't good. What you're saying is, don't let that make you think she can't talk. Did I get that right?
Tiffy is on the list of terrible baby faces with Charlotte and The Miz.
Miz is an awful babyface. I'm so happy they turned him heel. It was so stupid to turn him babyface. Okay. So there you go. Three Diglets agrees. He's not saying that the promo wasn't bad. He's simply saying chill with calling her a bad promoist. She can talk. He's seen it. Fair enough. I'll give you that. Well, the writers need to do better with her, because that promo was garbage. Anyways, thank y'all so much for joining me. I would love to stay and debate you some more, but I am hungry, so let me go ahead and get out of here. Any more donations, you could send to me using Cash App, Venmo, if you want to. But other than that, thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely Saturday afternoon. As you file out, do all the YouTube things. Wait, we're not done yet. They want me to stay, y'all.
This is Tiffy's first time being face. Give her time. She's the future, y'all.
Fair enough. We'll see how she does in the future. She is 25 years old, and she is a rookie, as she said. But the standard has changed since she's champion. But, alright, we'll see. We will definitely see in the future. Thank you all so much for joining me. Again, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. If you want to continue donating, you can do so, of course, using Cash App and Venmo. The links to them are down below in the description. And I love you all. Catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. I'm hungry. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. You guys enjoy your Saturdays. Catch you next time. Peace.